Everyone, my name is Lauren Bradshaw, and I'm going to talk to you about making the most of your call and response prompts. So, in the classroom setting, sometimes we lose a lot of time in between or during transitions. So, we waste time during class for classroom management, and all of that transition time adds up. So, I like to add in call and response activities to reduce the amount of time lost during transitions. It also is a great method for building classroom communities. And the way I use it for social studies, you can even reinforce content knowledge. So you can build community and tap into student culture. For instance, in one classroom I observed, we're going to call them Bayside Middle School. Their mascot were the wolves, and so the teacher said Bayside Wolves, and the students said, "Oh." Just a little FYI, if by any chance your school's mascot um, it would could possibly get you into trouble if they had some sort of call and response, I would discourage any sort of use of that one. But Bayside Wolves, um, Medlock Tigers, things like that, it could be a great classroom community building activity. Additionally, you can bring in pop culture references, lines from popular movies or songs or memes. I can think of a couple of blockbusters from this past summer, which would work wonderfully in the classroom. Again, and this is just going to reduce that wasted time in between transitions to get your students back on track quicker. I also like to change the call and response activities. So sometimes they're about classroom culture, sometimes they're about pop culture, sometimes they're about social studies content. So you can reinforce content throughout the year. So, for instance, whenever I say partitioning of Africa is when my students respond, Europeans cut up Africa like a cake. And this is reinforced by an activity that I do when we're talking about the partitioning of Africa. We're actually bringing a cake. I might say Africa is a continent, and the students say not a country, because that is a common mistake that my 7th graders come in with. You could even kind of make it sort of fun, make it a little rhymey. So I say Strait of Hormuz, and then the students say needs that oil to get through. Now, I know this is no inquiry here. It's very rote memorization. Again, this is a tool for you to get your classroom time management back on track. But you can add on inquiry. So you can encourage further exploration of the call and response content by encouraging students to add on statements. So I have a classroom currency that students share additional information or questions related to the call and response. So if I say Strait of Hormuz, they can add on additional information about that topic and earn some classroom currency. Thank y'all. See you next month.